Today on Crypto Win Rate, we're doing a beginner-friendly spot trading tutorial on KCEX. I'll show you how to navigate the platform, buy and sell crypto, use the main order types, and set a take profit and stop loss. This tutorial is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. If you want a deposit bonus and additional USD prizes, I recommend creating a KCEX account with the link in the description. New users registering with our link will be eligible to receive these exclusive welcome bonuses. Before we trade, the first thing we want to do is make sure our funds are in our spot account. So we're going to head up to wallets on the top and then click on our balance. Here we can see I have about 200 USDT, and on the left we can see spot and futures. If I click on my futures account, we can see that the 200 USDT is in this account. We want it in the spot account. So we're going to click on transfer, make sure it says futures to spot account, click all, and then click transfer. And we can see that the USDT is now in my spot account. If you haven't deposited crypto yet, we also have a KCEX deposit tutorial linked in the description. Above our USDT, we can see the spot trading fees on KCEX. The maker fee is 0% and the taker fee is 0%. A maker fee applies when you place a limit order, while a taker fee applies when you execute a market order. Now that we have our USDT in the right account and we understand the spot trading fees, we can head to the spot dashboard. So up here, just click on spot. Before choosing a token to trade, let's open preferences. So on the top right, we can see a settings icon. Click on this. Here we have different settings like theme setting. So you can keep it light or dark. I prefer dark. We have rise and fall settings. So this just changes the order of green and red. We're going to just keep the original. Then we have layout settings. It lets you choose between vertical, horizontal, and standard. This just depends on where you want the chart, order book, and trading panel. You can also customize your dashboard. We can see on the top right of each panel, there are these little lines. You can actually click on them and then drag your panel to wherever you want and just create a custom dashboard. If you do make a mess and you want to go back, you could just click on settings again and click on reset layout, and we now have our normal dashboard. You can also control confirmation pop-ups and order notifications. I recommend keeping confirmations enabled while you're learning so you can review each order before submitting it. So now we have our preferences set. We next want to choose a token to trade. KCEX has many spot markets, including larger cryptocurrencies and newer listings as well. For this tutorial, we're using BTC/USDT. BTC is the asset we are trading, and USDT is what we use to price and pay for it. In the middle of the dashboard, we have the trading view chart. The top of the chart is where we have the timeframes. The timeframe selector changes how much activity each candle represents. Short timeframes show recent movement, while hourly and daily charts help show the bigger trend. On the left, we have drawing tools. Drawing tools can mark support, resistance, trend lines, and important price zones. You could also add indicators such as moving averages, RSI, or MACD. To the right of indicators, we have chart settings. Chart settings can help you customize the appearance of your chart, while at the bottom of the chart, we have trading volume. This shows how much trading activity took place during each candle. On the top left, beside the chart tab, we can see there are different tabs like information, transaction data, and news. Clicking on information, it gives you an overview of your token, so in this case, Bitcoin, including things like supply data, historical prices, project details, official links, and available on-chain information. For transaction data, it compares buying and selling from different order sizes and shows net capital flows. To the right of transaction data, we have something called AI analysis. This provides an automated market summary, so treat it as extra research, not a guaranteed trading signal. Also, just to the right of that is alerts. You can set custom alerts, like when your token reaches a price level that you choose. Now, to the right of the chart, we have the order book. It shows all the current buy and sell orders on the exchange. Green represents buy orders, while red represents sell orders. The order book helps traders see supply and demand at different prices, while also giving you a sense of liquidity, meaning how much buying and selling interest exists at each level. Beside the order book tab, we have the market trades tab. Market trades shows completed trades in real time, including the price where the trade was executed at, the quantity of the order, and the time. Next, let's look at the different orders you can make when buying and selling an asset on KCEX. First, we have a market order. A market order buys or sells immediately at the best available price. It's simple for beginners, although the final price can change slightly while the order fills. Under unit settings, we can use total USDT or quantity BTC. Total USDT is usually easier because you can simply choose how many dollars worth of Bitcoin to buy. For example, we have 200 USDT. So if I would put the bar to the right, it would use our full amount, or we can just put in what we want to buy. Under the amount, we can see there are two different settings, slippage and sell half on doubling. If we click this box, this would enable slippage protection. When it's enabled, KCEX only fills the order within your chosen tolerance from 0.1 to 5%. A lower tolerance offers more price protection, but the order may be canceled if the market moves quickly. So we're just going to keep this off. And then sell half on doubling can automatically create a future sell after the buy fills. With the one-time setting, KCEX would sell half if the price doubles, helping recover your original investment. I'm going to leave this off because after this, we're going to create our own exit plan with a take profit and stop loss. The next type of order we have is a limit order. A limit order lets you choose the exact price where you want to buy or sell. It offers more control, but it only fills if the market reaches your price. For the limit order, you can either enter the quantity of BTC you want to buy, put the total amount of your USDT, or just use the slider. Beside price, we can also see something that says BBO. This stands for best bid or offer. If you click on BBO, it quickly sets the limit price using the best available order book quote. It's still a limit order, so it may remain open if the market moves away. The third order we're going to look at on KCEX is the TP&SL order. This stands for take profit and stop loss. A take profit order automatically sells the asset when the price reaches your profit target, helping you lock in gains, while a stop loss automatically sells if the price falls to a level you choose. It helps you limit how much you can lose. Traders use these orders to create an exit plan before entering a trade. This helps manage risk, reduce emotional decisions, and protect the trade without watching the market constantly. At the top, we can see something that says conditional or OCO. A conditional order creates one triggered order, while an OCO order, meaning one cancels the other, sets a take profit and a stop loss together. When one triggers, the other automatically is canceled. We're going to choose one of these options later in the video when we add a take profit and stop loss order. Right under conditional and OCO, we have the trigger price. The trigger price is the level that activates the order. We then can see there's a little arrow beside market take profit. It lets you choose between a market and a limit order. Using a limit order for your take profit and stop loss gives you price control, but it may not fill during a fast market move. But if you use a market order, it focuses on the execution. So I would use market execution for both your take profit and stop loss orders. So now that we understand the three different order types on KCEX, we are going to buy some Bitcoin. We're going to be using a market order. We're going to use our full spot account balance. So we're just going to move this all the way to the right. We can see that will buy us about 199.69 worth of Bitcoin. Again, remember the fees on KCEX are zero, so it won't cost us anything to buy. And we're just going to click buy BTC. We can see the price that we're going to have our order executed at, and we can confirm. We can see on the bottom that our BTC order was fully filled. Now, after our order, under asset list, we can now see our BTC. Now I'm going to show you how to add a take profit and stop loss order to our trade. So we're just going to scroll back up, click on TPSL. We're going to switch from buy to sell, and we're going to switch from conditional to OCO. This will allow us to set a take profit and a stop loss order at the same time. So right now, Bitcoin's trading at around 62,000. I want to set my take profit price at around 95,000. So that means if Bitcoin would hit 95,000, we would be sold out of our position and we would take our profits. On the downside, I don't have the best stomach for losses, so I'm going to set my stop loss at 50,000. And again, that means if Bitcoin would hit 50,000, we would be sold out of our position and we would take our losses. Lastly, under quantity, we want to have this order sell our full position. And we can see under estimated TP/P&L and estimated SL/P&L, this would be our profit and our losses based on our position exits. We are going to click Sell BTC and confirm. Now on the bottom, beside asset lists, if we click on Open Orders, we can now see our take profit and stop loss order. Again, this order will not execute unless Bitcoin would hit 95,000 or 50,000. Beside status, we can see we can edit or cancel the order. So if we click on edit, we can change the price of our take profit or stop loss. And to the right, if we click cancel, we would just cancel our order. If we wanted to sell our Bitcoin, we would just go back to the top right, click on market, make sure we are in sell, and then decide how much of our Bitcoin we want to sell. For this tutorial, we are just going to sell our full position. We can see our estimated P&L. So that means since our purchase, the market has gone down a tad bit, and we're going to click sell BTC and confirm. We can see that our order was fully filled. And that about wraps up our beginner spot trading tutorial on KCEX. Remember to start small, keep things simple, and never risk money you can't afford to lose. If you want a deposit bonus and additional USDT prizes when signing up to KCEX, you should create an account with the link below this video. The link will take you to this sign-up page where you can see all the bonuses you are eligible for. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We also have a website at cryptowinrate.com where we have lots of crypto content and tons of educational guides for you to look through. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.